Now we will create a dialog. When we press on one of these name tags, we should get a dialog with the short form of the name tag and a button saying cancel in an outline format and edit in a filled format, meaning more prominent. So to do that, the first thing I will do is create a frame. And this frame is not going to be one of the pre-designed frames, because this is going to be a dialog box that sits inside the phone. So for that, I can just make an arbitrary sized frame. I can check what is the size of my screen. For the iPhone 14, 15, it's 393. So for the frame, I could choose something with 20 pixels from each side, so it would be 353 on the width, and let's choose a 250 height. So that is my frame. I can give it a rounding. So that is my overlay frame, and let's call it the overlay or dialog box. Okay. So now in this dialog box, I want to have a this John Doe. So let's say we're going to bring this John Doe here. We can simply copy this instance and bring it and paste here. Now this John Doe is now too big, obviously, for this dialog box, but anyway, we want to use the short format. So the first thing we can do is go and change the type to a short one, and the next thing we can do is we can change the layout of this dialog box from a static layout to an auto layout. So if I go to auto layout, it's left justified, and it has a vertical gap of 10 between the items and a horizontal padding of 20 and a vertical padding of 20. Now with the auto layout, what it has done to the inside element is it made the inside elements to fill the container, which is sort of the desired behavior. Now the next thing that we want to add here is a button group or two buttons. So to do that, let's create another frame, an empty frame, and call it buttons. And in this frame, from my assets, the Material Design Kit UI assets, I'm going to bring two buttons, button 1, button 2. Now, this element, what I should be doing is I should be aligning these buttons from left to right or from right to left, but in any case horizontally next to each other. And for that, I again employ the auto layout, and this time it's already selected as horizontal. It's from left to right. I could align everything in the center. In between the items, I want 20, and around the box, let's say I will want nothing. So it will be tightly fitting this box. The only thing is the gap between them. The next thing I want to do before I pull it into this dialog box, next thing I want to do is I select this button. So this button should be the cancel button first of all. So let's go to our layers, get that button in the layers, and change the name, because every instance we can add our name, cancel button, okay? And this would be the edit button. This is just easy for us to follow the code. So going back to the cancel button, I can change the style to an outline style, and the label text will be cancel, okay? And for the edit button, the label text would be edit. Okay. And if we want, we can of course go to these buttons and put icons, etc., but we don't need at the moment. So these buttons are now ready to go into the dialog box. So if I drag this, so this dialog box, remember, is designed to take an auto layout to put things in a vertical manner. So if I put this buttons component into the dialog box, it should appear underneath here, but because the auto layout is hugging it to the left or aligning to the top left, it'll basically put all of these to the right hand side. So let's just bring it back inside it. It put everything to the left hand side. Maybe visually it's better if it sits on the right hand side, in which case I go to my dialog box. In the auto layout, it shouldn't be aligning top left, but it should be aligning top right. Because the first component is already filling the space, it doesn't matter if I'm aligning things to the right or to the left. So this one is already going to be filling it up to the padding that we have given, right? The dialog box has this padding, 20 horizontally, 20 vertically. So therefore, this is just sitting in the middle away from these things. And this box versus this box, they are separated by this separation, 10. I can increase the separation for better visuals. And now our dialog box is ready. The only thing that I want to do, obviously, is these material design UI kit elements are coming with a different color scheme. I just select everything, go to my resources, material theme builder, and select the light mode. And now everything is in the uniform design and theme that we have calculated before. So this is now dialog box done. And in the next video, we're going to see how we can connect it to the iPhone.